Hey, so I just got this camera fixed and I thought it would be kind of cool to see the trail. I talk about the trail to people I know all the time, so I thought a video would be a good way to show the trail, so that's what I'm going to do. Here's the start of the trail right here. Hopefully this won't be too bumpy, but once we get through that gate, I'll turn this on again. Alright, so there we go. Now we're on the other side. So here's the trail that I often tell so many people about. I haven't been back here in a few weeks, so I don't know how what kind of shape it's in. So we'll just walk through here. This is on the back side of the property, and there's most of this, well, all of it actually, we've kind of carved out. The girls and I and Dennis, when Mom was here, that heads on down. This is down the hill. It's, I don't know if you can tell how steep it is, but it's pretty steep. There's a creek down there. There's probably not much water going through it right now because because it's summer. It's almost the end of summer actually, and so we'll just go through here. This is all, a lot of this, as you can see, was built up because this is actually on the side of a pretty steep hill. So in a number of places you'll see we had to put some logs down right here to build it up so that we could get a flat spot to walk on. And we'll head down here. We've fabricated a couple of stairs here and there out of different stuff. Fortunately, it's not too overgrown. Our last attempts at building stairs were these white things here, which were part of trusses of a house, I think. And I don't like it. I'm not a big fan because, first of all, it's white. Second, it's going to rot eventually, and it's just not very natural looking. You can see another big build-up spot here to make this flat. The trail's not completely finished at this point, but it's enough to walk it all the way down to the creek at least, which is pretty cool. Here's the worst spot of the whole thing right here, where this corner is fairly steep and all the ground is really soft, so it's kind of dangerous if you're not ready for it. I'll just try to navigate this. There we go. Another little build-up spot. This area needs more work too, but not quite finished with this area. Here's another shot at down the creek, or down toward the creek. And this is a neat spot right here with a bunch of natural roots. I'll get a better shot of it. This is all just some roots and little stair area. This is a better shot at the creek down there and what we're about to walk around. So we'll head back to this way. Head down this path here. This was pretty neat. Here we found this rock in the dirt, and it just so happened to fit perfectly as a step. So here's another. This first thing here is it's got to be at least 300 pounds. It took two people to get it down this far, and none of it was actually picking it up all the way. So it will definitely stay even when all these white pieces of wood come out. It's not going anywhere. Here's another area we had to build up to make flat. Another little shot at the creek, and as we're starting to get closer, we'll walk through a couple of rocks up from the creek that we used to make stairs out of. And this area needs a little bit more work. We're on here. Another little build-up area. This whole side of the ravine is so steep. There's a couple of neat things down here, like this tree that's growing out of this stump. There's a couple of these. There's another one right there. It's pretty cool. And yeah, let me get a shot back up. That's the step we just walked up, and then back up to the top. All right, so let's keep heading down through this little area. We haven't done much with this part of the trail, so it needs a little bit more work, probably some stairs put in. And come through here. We've done a little bit of work here, but we're obviously not finished. Oh, looks like a little animal found another home. I don't know what that is, but and then this is the creek area, and when Mom and Dennis were here, we cleaned this whole area out. It was all blackberries. There's another little level there. All these these logs that you see laying around were cut from a dead tree that had fallen right back up here. So we'll use all these as stairs to get down to this lower level down here. Here's all this is just a bunch of trash that was over here, and we moved it. We just have to burn it. So what we'll do is probably build a fire pit right over here somewhere and burn all this stuff that we tore out. And then over here's the rest of the creek. You can't see it really good because we have to clear it out a little bit more down that way, but it does some nice S-turns through there, and in the early summer when all the snow's melting and everything, there's a lot more water flowing through here, and it's quite nice. And the plan, I know we're not really going to be able to see it, but through the distance there's some trees, and I have some galvanized steel cable, probably hundreds of yards of it, and it's going to go from all the way back there all the way to the base of this tree right here, and I'm going to put a zip line in, and so it'll go all the way from, when we build we're going to build like a little platform here with chairs and stuff, so when people want to come down here and just have some drinks or listen to the creek or just relax, it's pretty quiet down here. You can't hear anything because as you can see, it goes straight up on the other side too, so it's way down in this little ravine. So when we come down here, people will be able to zip line, and they'll actually go right over this area here, so it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, and that's the creek. So I'll start heading back up and probably go up quicker. It's a decent trail going back up because it's a lot of work. Be breathing heavy by the time we get back to the top. But instead of taping the whole way, since we've already seen it coming down, it'll just snake up this way, head back up that way, go back up to that area, and then snake back up to the top, and yeah, and we'll get back to where we started. So that's the trail. Yeah, so there you have it.